Visitors to Lourdes come in response to the invitation made by the Blessed Virgin Mary to discover God's love for them. They come to this holy place to pray in procession for many different intentions. They come to seek God's presence, His forgiveness, and to discern His will in their life. Lourdes is a place of faith and of miracles, where people grow in their loving service and friendship for one another.
So, we have been on the coach for about 8.5 hours now. It's a little bit hot back here, but we have a fan that sprays water, so we are all good. It's about half an hour till we get to Dover, so we'll be on the ferry soon. It's all good so far. This is my 6th year here. I first came when I was a year 10 student, and I've been each year consecutively. Yeah, I've come back each time, and it just gets better every year, really. In my first pilgrimage when I came, I was kind of on the fence as to whether I believed in God or not. I wasn't a Catholic, but coming to Lourdes was really like the cherry on top that really made me think, actually, I do believe, and I wanted to become Catholic. We have just got back from our first shift at the Akai. It was really lovely to see all the pilgrims again, seeing the people that come back year on year. We took them to Mass at the Grotto, which was really beautiful. Listened to the gospel all about the wedding feast at Cana and heard more about the theme of do whatever He tells you. So a really great first shift, and we're excited for more.
Do whatever He tells you. May we hear these words said to each one of us personally here in Lourdes during our pilgrimage.
I used to want to be in the performing arts and a big star, but then since then I've kind of taken a step back and thought, no, I think I should be doing like more sorts of things like this. And I've worked at the castle at Solly and changed my degree to do theology at university, and so it's really something that I want to take all that I've learned from becoming Catholic and being in the diocese, and just to take that and make something of it, really. Mary and I are after our shift in the baths. For me last year this was the absolute highlight of the whole pilgrimage, so hopefully it'll be just as rewarding this year. Working in the baths means that you just help them get in and out the water, and you pray with them. And I think just seeing what it means to each individual person, it's just a moment that will stay with me for quite a long time. My faith, to say that it began from Lourdes is like an understatement for me. Growing up, I did not believe in God. I say my testimony quite a lot on retreat at Alton Castle, but there tends to be just about 30 like year 8s in the room. But I don't know, suddenly seeing the whole underground basilica, and I was about 200 young people there last night. I sort of thought, oh, my heart was going just before I went up. And no, I've got to do this. I say to probably everyone that I have ever met that Lourdes is what changed me as a person. All these 6 years of just forming one big journey for me. And I know across the many years I'll still come, I'll meet more and more people who will each help each other. And I think that unity with each relationship that we make in Lourdes is such a big part of my faith journey.
Just come back from the Akai now, we're back at the hotel. Finished our work for the day. It was really enjoyable. It was really nice to get to know all the pilgrims more.
I came in year 9 with Christ King Parish. I chose to come back a second time because it just has this feeling where it's like a massive community, and especially when you're working with the pilgrims and seeing that they're really enjoying themselves and you're having a good time, it just makes sense to come back again.
So I'm just with Alana, we're heading to the Akai.
For our first shift, well my first shift.
Alana's first shift, my second shift.
Yeah, we've got the procession we can go to.
Can see how it goes.
There's no point travelling all this way out here to not get yourself involved with the masses, like taking them in the baths, working in the Akai, like doing extra shifts. It's all like, it helps build up your personality and character.
So we've all had breakfast on the way to the Grotto Mass now. Yeah.
Good morning. Morning.
No, I'm going to Lourdes for a reason. Like, I want to become a doctor when I'm older, so this is really good for me to understand like how community works and communication, and therefore it's to benefit me like spiritually and practically, and especially when the Akai, when you can help people, it just makes you more motivated to do what you want to do.
I'm Tom Shannon. I'm an RE teacher at John Hammond Catholic College in Chelmsford. It's the first time that John Hammond have sent a group. And it was just kind of the next kind of step in the kind of the spiritual growth of the school, I think, in terms of school's been on a bit of a journey, and it felt like now was the right time to be able to send a group to kind of experience what it was like of going to Lourdes.
It's really fun, like we do loads of different activities, like it's like a lot different than I thought it would be in my head.
In like nighttime, we go around this whole place, and candles lit up, flags. The amount of people here shows how important this place is.
I've never known a place to have so many languages and to like know God as they all do.
The young people come and they're not sure what to expect, and they all kind of take a different thing away, but they all have a fantastic experience. Whether they're religious or not, some of them come and grow in faith, some of them come and grow in confidence. They have experience of helping the sick and elderly pilgrims, and it kind of puts their own problems into perspective a little bit. So I just think it's a fantastic experience all around for them.
Surprise!
We know each other.
We got to Lourdes, we're in the same hotel, which is a little bit strange, but hey, here we are.
Here we are, and we sat together to the whole Mass as well.
I just love praise and worship music so much. Like for me, it's a really great way to pray, and you can hear it going on now. Yeah, it's a really powerful thing for me.
Yeah, I agree. And now me and Beth just got ready, so Birmingham will lead in the procession again tonight. So I'll be carrying Mary, and Beth will be beside me carrying a candle.
Carrying Mary, it was just crazy. She was really heavy, but it was just amazing to be able to take part in it, and to be chosen to do it was just an honour.
Looking out and seeing all those pilgrims holding a candle, it's one of the most beautiful views I've seen, and just looking out amongst them and thinking there is definitely something greater than myself here.
When I was meeting the other boys who was carrying them, everyone was like saying who they were from, and everyone was from everywhere, and it was just amazing to be able to do it.
The International Mass is always such a standout moment, but just seeing thousands of people that can fit in there, all coming together to celebrate Mass from all walks of life. Like being there literally just reminds me of like that piece of scripture where we're told we are one body and we're all coming together for the same reason.
It's just awe that everyone is here for the same thing, because everyone's so different, but it's the one thing that links everyone together. And to hear prayer said in like all the different languages, it's just truly remarkable that everyone's here.
We have just left the Jeanne d'Arc. It's a really great atmosphere in there. We've just met a load of German pilgrims. We swapped our Birmingham badges with their German badges, so it was really nice to make new friends from a different place. We can't believe it's the last day of the pilgrimage. We're very sad, aren't we? We don't want to go home.
Very sad.
We want to stay for longer. But we were saying last night, it just makes the time that we have together even that bit more special.
We did say that.
We did, didn't we?
You need to come back and pray to the grotto. You need to come back and light a candle. There's just that feeling that you need to come back, and I will be back next year.
I'd say do what Our Lady did and say yes. Pack your suitcase and come.
It's been good. It's been really fun.
It's been fantastic, hasn't it? Yeah.
Mhm.
Really enjoyed it.
So-
Cheers to next year.
Until next year. Bye, Lourdes.